Today on October 1st, a letter with shocking news about your inheritance is arriving. You won't believe who sent it. Open it immediately. Archangel Michael says, "The wind carries movement today, and with it comes a secret that has been hidden for far too long." On October 1st the silence finally cracks open and a letter begins its journey to your door. This is no ordinary letter. It holds the kind of power that can turn your world in a new direction. The paper is sealed with authority, marked with urgency and charged with energy you'll feel even before it's in your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Someone who hasn't spoken your name in years now writes it again, their hand trembling as they face the truth they once buried. They didn't want you to know. They fought to delay this day. But divine timing doesn't bend forever. Your name stands boldly on the envelope, the sender's name missing as if to keep you unprepared for the shock waiting inside. Yet the truth no longer hides, it's breaking through whether they like it or not. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Maybe you've already felt it, a stirring in your chest, a quiet nudge in your spirit. That wasn't your imagination. It was a warning, a signal from heaven to ready yourself. The writer once smiled across family tables as if everything was fine while inside they hit a storm. They knew what belonged to you and they kept it locked away. But today the door to that truth swings open. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This inheritance is not only about money or land. It is about identity, legacy, and power. Years ago your name appeared in a will but jealousy intervened. Envy pushed someone to erase you from the records, claiming to protect you but secretly serving themselves. Yet destiny has no eraser. What is written by heaven cannot be undone. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Without you knowing, a solicitor was given instructions months back preparing this very envelope. Even the date chosen for delivery carries weight, it aligns with something ancient honored by those who came before you. When you see the handwriting inside, the curves and marks will hit you with recognition, bringing both pain and clarity. But beyond memory it will bring freedom, because the shadows surrounding your bloodline are now being exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you open this letter with an expectant heart, its words will meet you with light. If you open it with hesitation, it will still reshape you, only this time by building resilience. Either way, after today you will never see yourself as you once did. They knew this day would arrive, but they hoped it wouldn't. Yet their time has run out and heaven has stepped in. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The contents confirm what was always meant for you, a rightful inheritance not just of wealth but of wisdom and spiritual authority. For too long it was hidden in land accounts and deeds. For too long whispers of envy tried to bury it. But now confession spills across the page, trembling in ink. The one who wrote it was once protector then betrayer, their guilt heavy in every word. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They'll explain the day your name vanished from the record, a date you may recall as when life suddenly shifted without reason. Rage may rise as you read, but relief will follow. For this truth is not destruction, it is revelation. And revelation brings transformation. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Inside the envelope is not just words but proof. A photo of someone you haven't seen in years, their face stirring your heart in ways beyond memory. On the back a hand-drawn map marks the path to something hidden, a vault, a deed, a place tied to your name. This isn't fantasy. This is real. The documents are notarized, dated, and your name is restored printed with authority. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The inheritance was never lost. It was preserved waiting for this very moment. Even now as you imagine it, doubt may whisper. But that doubt was never yours, it was planted by those who feared your rise. Their fear cannot stop you now. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The one who wrote admits they had visions of your power if you stepped fully into who you are. They delayed out of fear, calling you a force too great to contain. And they were right. You are not meant to be contained, you are meant to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. This is more than wealth. It is your birthright. It is evidence of destiny's design. Even the scent of the paper carries familiarity as if your ancestors themselves touched it. Old wood smoke and ink whisper through its pages. The timing is no accident. You were always meant to hold this, and now heaven makes sure you do. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. You feel it in your chest, in your spirit, in the stirring of the air around you. This is the alignment of heaven and earth meeting at your name. What was hidden is now revealed, and what was delayed is now released. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. You stand at a doorway that no one can close. This is not just about property or accounts, it is about your return to power. It is about restoration. It is about every tear, every delay, every prayer that brought you here. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Even if you struggle to believe, the proof is unfolding. Even if fear whispers, the truth is louder. And the truth is this: you were always chosen. The inheritance delayed is now inheritance delivered. The letter is only the beginning, the real treasure is the awakening inside you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The envelope is more than paper. It is a key. The key is not only unlocking doors of wealth but doors of identity. You will walk differently after this. You will speak differently. You will breathe differently. And those who once tried to block you will watch as heaven lifts you higher than they ever dreamed possible. The moment you unfold the last part of the letter, something else falls out. It's a small folded note, fragile and aged with handwriting you know instinctively. The message inside is simple, yet it carries weight that could shake the foundation of everything you thought you knew. It confirms not just the inheritance but the unseen guidance that has been steering you toward this moment. You are not stumbling by accident. You are being directed by forces beyond human comprehension. The paper hums with energy as if it remembers your touch from generations past. Every fold, every crease, every stroke of ink is alive with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Inside the envelope tucked behind the note is a key. Not a metaphorical key but a real one, cold to the touch and engraved with symbols that feel oddly familiar. The key is not just for a physical door. It is a spiritual marker, a symbol of the threshold you are crossing today. When you hold it, you will sense a pulse like the heartbeat of your ancestors calling out to you. This inheritance is more than property or money. It is a spiritual map, a legacy of empowerment and truth that was meant to skip generations until now. Your hands have been chosen to receive it because your spirit is ready. Nothing on earth or in the heavens can take this away from you once claimed. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The moment you lift the final document, light seems to bend around the room. Perhaps it is sunlight, perhaps something less tangible, but the air shifts. Angels are watching, leaning closer to see you open the next chapter. Your heart may race. Your chest may tighten. This is the energy of destiny moving into alignment with your actions. You may feel warmth, tingling, or a sudden clarity that slices through confusion. Every previous delay was preparation, every old disappointment a calibration. Now the inheritance is ready to manifest fully with all its layers, including spiritual, emotional, and material components. This is the legacy that was hidden in shadows finally emerging in full. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. You will notice that some documents bear seals you have never seen before. They are marks of approval from a time before you existed, and yet they resonate with you as if saying, "This is yours." One sheet includes a small emblem almost like a family crest but altered with time. It proves lineage, confirms rightful ownership, and connects you to lands, accounts, and treasures that were always meant to be yours. The legal jargon is heavy, but the energy is heavier. It pulses with authenticity, and your spirit will recognize it instantly. You are the chosen vessel for this truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Alongside these papers is a ledger, handwritten, meticulously kept, outlining transactions and hidden gains, some of which you might have felt existed but never found proof. Each page confirms what you already knew in your soul, that someone tried to block your rise, that your inheritance was stolen in small, subtle ways, and that your eventual awakening was inevitable. This ledger is your confirmation. It is irrefutable. Every signature, every date, every note within the pages carries power and proof. It is meant to make you aware of what was withheld and to show you the breadth of what is now being returned. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The letter also reveals the timing of events that led to these long delays. There is a list of dates, small notes in the margins, almost like a calendar marking when opportunities were blocked or diverted. Reading it, you may feel shock or disbelief. But understand this: the interference was real, yes, but it was never strong enough to prevent your destiny. Each misstep, each roadblock, each closed door has brought you closer to this moment. That is why you are receiving it now, and why the timing could not be sooner. You are finally stepping into the fullness of your inheritance, unblocked and empowered. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Another item inside is a folded map marked with symbols and locations that might feel strangely familiar. It points to properties, secret vaults, and hidden accounts tied to your lineage. You may not fully understand it at first glance, but you will feel the pull in your spirit. Step by step, the paths outlined on the map will reveal themselves in reality. Spirit has already aligned the necessary people, the legal channels, and the timing so that every location, every asset, and every secret can be accessed with ease. The inheritance is no longer theoretical, it is actionable and alive. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Perhaps most impactful is a small personal note tucked behind the map. It is a confession. The writer admits to actions taken to withhold your rightful legacy, describes their fears of your rising power, and begs for forgiveness. They reference moments you may vaguely remember, instances where doors closed mysteriously, opportunities vanished, or family tensions seemed inexplicable. It is all connected. As you read you will feel a mixture of rage, sorrow and relief. The truth is transforming you. It is not just information, it is liberation. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Hidden among the documents is a photograph. The face you see may shock you, someone who influenced your family's decisions, someone who played a subtle role in concealing your inheritance. Seeing them will not just bring recognition but understanding. The photo is more than an image. It carries energy. It marks a moment in history, a connection to all that was withheld and now restored. Alongside it is a handwritten note detailing the exact location of something sacred connected to your inheritance. It may be a vault, a property, or a hidden trust. This is proof that what is yours cannot remain hidden any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Finally, a symbolic object rests in the envelope. Wrapped carefully, it may be a ring, a pendant, or a key. Its presence is deliberate, intentional, and spiritually potent. When held, it will guide your decisions, protect you from deceit, and alert you to dishonesty. It is a tangible manifestation of your inheritance, a reminder that power and legacy are intertwined with purpose and vigilance. This object connects you to your lineage and reminds you of the authority you carry. It is sacred, it is yours, and it has been waiting for you to recognize its presence. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Your ancestors are watching. The skies have shifted. October 1st is no longer ordinary, it is a checkpoint for destiny. What was spoken in secret, what was buried and what was long delayed is rising now. Angels stand guard, and the energy surrounding you is not just potent, it is divine protection. The inheritance will return in perfect order. Your task is to open, read, receive and obey the instructions. Even if your hands shake, even if your voice cracks, even if your eyes water, open it. Your name will never be erased again. There are still forces that will try to slow you down, to question your worth and to cast shadows on your path. But this letter acts as a divine shield, illuminating truths that were long hidden. You will notice subtle signs in your environment confirming the power within the envelope. Even small coincidences, people repeating your name, places showing symbols you've only dreamed of, are indicators that your alignment is accelerating. The energy surrounding you is electric. Those who doubted your rise will instinctively feel it before you even take a step. And when you walk through these doors, the space around you will shift. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Your spirit will sense a vibration, a pulse that seems almost alive, responding to the inheritance. Every document inside is more than paper, it carries coded frequencies from your ancestors echoing through time. This is why the moment you touch the envelope your body reacts first, signaling to your mind that something extraordinary is unfolding. The items enclosed, documents, photos, relics, are keys. Keys to your lineage, keys to your rightful claim, keys to your spiritual power. Open it with reverence, for it is as sacred as it is transformative. Within this small envelope the letter warns that not everyone in your proximity is aligned with your purpose. Some will attempt to manipulate the process, hoping to delay your full awakening. Their fear stems from recognizing your potential. Your magnetism has shifted, your presence now carries weight. This is why discernment becomes vital. Observe actions, not words. Watch closely as the truth will surface through behavior rather than explanation. Those who have acted in shadows will be revealed naturally without confrontation from you. Your task is to remain steady, grounded and aware. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The letter reiterates that certain numbers, dates and symbols are markers of divine alignment. You may have already seen these in dreams or fleeting thoughts. They are now activated, guiding you toward tangible locations, accounts or individuals linked to your inheritance. This orchestration is precise. What was once delayed was waiting for this moment when your consciousness could fully embrace the magnitude of what is coming. The alignment of spirit, time and law is undeniable. The inherited wealth and wisdom are intertwined, proving that prosperity and guidance always travel together in your bloodline. There is also a physical artifact, sacred and intentional. Placed carefully within the smaller envelope, it has been consecrated by ancestral energy. Its function is both protective and directional. When held, it will respond to honesty, loyalty, and purpose, alerting you to spaces or people aligned with your highest good. You may feel warmth, vibration, or an inner resonance when near it. This object is your guide, a reminder that spiritual and material inheritance cannot be separated, they move in tandem when divine law is obeyed. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Instructions are clear, patience combined with immediate action. Certain tasks must be executed to fully activate the inheritance. These steps are not arbitrary, they are calculated to preserve your spiritual protection while unlocking earthly resources. The moment you follow the directions inside, unseen barriers will dissolve. Legal, spiritual and energetic locks all open simultaneously. Those who previously sought to block your progress will notice that the path is now illuminated for you alone. The power of this letter is multidimensional, working on planes both visible and invisible, tangible and intuitive. The warning within the letter emphasizes caution without fear. Trust your instincts. The spirits watching will communicate through subtle signs, a sudden gust of wind, an unexplainable sound, a fleeting shadow. These are confirmations that your inheritance is authentic and that your actions are in alignment with divine timing. You will not be alone in this process. Spiritual guides, ancestors and angels are actively orchestrating every detail. They have ensured that your opening of the envelopes triggers a ripple effect of restoration and balance that cannot be reversed by human interference. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Even as some may attempt to imitate your journey or claim proximity, they will lack the resonance required to truly access what is yours. Authenticity is key. Your energy signature has been recognized in spirit realms, marking you as the rightful recipient. When you take possession of the documents, relics, and instructions, your life will change not just materially but energetically. This is why the letter repeatedly reminds you to observe, not confront. Divine law will handle opposition, your role is to claim, receive, and act wisely. At the center of the message is a reminder, your awakening is multi-generational. What you claim now benefits those who come after you. Every act of obedience strengthens not only your personal lineage but also the ancestral threads that run through time. This inheritance was not intended for mere wealth, it is a restoration of honor, clarity, and purpose. Your ancestors who could not complete this task have now passed the baton to you. You are standing at the threshold of their fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Finally, the letter concludes with a reassurance: every detail, every piece of paper, every instruction is divinely orchestrated. The process will challenge your patience and test your focus, but it will reward your steadfastness. The energy contained in these envelopes is designed to awaken, protect and elevate you simultaneously. Even the air in the room as you open it will feel charged. Every step afterward is not just legal or financial, it is a spiritual ascent. Your name, your legacy, and your light are returning stronger and more visible than ever. This is your moment. The smaller envelope, the documents, the relic and the numbers all converge now. You are prepared by divine timing. You are supported by spirit. You are being positioned to walk into a life that reflects your true inheritance. As you step forward, feel the magnitude of what is being restored. Your bloodline, your identity, and your destiny have all been accounted for. You are not simply receiving wealth, you are reclaiming your rightful place in history, in spirit and in life. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Soon after these visions your mind will start piecing together events that seemed disconnected before. People, places, conversations, and missed opportunities will now line up like a cosmic map pointing straight to your inheritance. You will realize that every moment of doubt, every delay, and every obstacle was preparing you for this exact arrival. Your intuition will sharpen, the spiritual whispers that used to be soft will now roar with clarity. Each step you take from now on will be guided not by fear or hesitation but by the undeniable pull of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Your energy is shifting faster than ever. The house you once entered with caution will now feel like a throne room resonating with your presence. Objects that once seemed ordinary will vibrate in recognition of your lineage. You may notice papers, old books, or even furniture calling your attention in ways that feel impossible to explain. Every item connected to your bloodline is a key waiting for your acknowledgement to release its secrets. The air around you carries a tone of anticipation. Your arrival activates the currents that have been quietly building, unseen, unheard but always waiting for the chosen moment. The letter also mentions a sealed envelope tucked inside the property. It carries a spiritual signature unmistakable to anyone attuned to your family energy. Within it lies detailed instructions, locations of hidden artifacts and the codes for accounts long thought lost. When you handle it you will feel electricity in your hands, a confirmation that spirit is at work. This document is more than paper, it's a blueprint for restoring everything that was taken or obscured. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Hidden in this letter is a timeline. Events, meetings and contacts are listed with exact precision, not merely as suggestions but as markers of divine synchronization. You may feel compelled to move immediately on some of them while others will only make sense after you've taken preliminary steps. This is the rhythm of destiny. Following it will feel like dancing with unseen hands orchestrating encounters that will validate every step you've taken until now. Your spiritual sight will grow sharper, enabling you to discern authenticity from illusion in every interaction. A part of the inheritance involves a family heirloom described in the letter as both symbolic and protective. Its presence will amplify your energy, shielding you from those who act with envy or malice. When held it will resonate with your heartbeat, and in its presence false intentions will be exposed. The letter instructs you to keep it close to allow it to guide your choices until all aspects of your inheritance are fully revealed. This object, like the rest of your legacy, will communicate in ways beyond ordinary understanding. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. The letter warns of a final test. Someone you once trusted may attempt to challenge your claim, hoping to confuse or intimidate you. Spirit urges you not to engage in confrontation directly. Observe silently and let divine timing reveal all truths. Their actions will naturally unmask them, and their resistance will dissolve in the light of your alignment. Meanwhile, every authentic ally, every spiritual guide, every person connected to your destiny will gravitate toward you, further securing the inheritance's fulfillment. In another fold of the letter, a map is illustrated, marked with symbols only visible under close inspection or meditation. This map leads to an area steeped in ancestral energy, where the final elements of your inheritance will be found. As you approach, the land itself will respond, revealing hidden structures, sealed containers, and signs your ancestors left for you. Even the air and the soil will carry memories of your lineage, waiting to reconnect with your consciousness. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. The letter also contains a personal note written by the ancestor who orchestrated the protection of this inheritance. They speak directly to your spirit, affirming your worth, courage, and readiness. They mention that your patience and perseverance were never unnoticed. This note will awaken a profound sense of purpose, solidifying the truth that nothing could prevent what was always destined to return to you. You are being reintroduced to your power, your heritage, and your rightful place in your family's history. Spiritual confirmations will now appear regularly, small coincidences, signs and omens that you previously might have dismissed. Numbers repeating, animals crossing your path, or even songs playing at the exact moment of decision will act as affirmations. These are not random, they are signals from the spiritual realm that your alignment is correct, your inheritance is near, and your journey is being safeguarded. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Finally, the letter closes with a blessing, an invocation over your life that ensures protection, prosperity, and clarity as you move forward. It instructs you to act with authority, speak with confidence, and receive with humility. As you internalize the words, you will feel a shift in your entire being, a sense of inevitability, a confirmation that the universe itself is orchestrating every detail to bring you to your full power. You are no longer in the waiting room of destiny. Every instruction in the letter, every artifact, every spiritual whisper is converging to bring you into the fullness of your inheritance. Your name, once silenced, will now echo across generations. Your steps will be guided by forces both seen and unseen. Your presence will command attention, respect, and acknowledgement from all who were once indifferent or opposed. This inheritance is not merely material, it is transformational. It restores legacy, clears ancestral obstructions, and establishes your influence across dimensions of life you had not yet imagined. Everything hidden, delayed, or denied is now activated. The moment you accept, act, and align, the pathways will open, resources will manifest, and protection will become evident in every step you take. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. The final instruction in the letter emphasizes gratitude and focus. By recognizing every small miracle along the journey, by honoring each ancestral signal, and by trusting divine timing, you cement the power of your inheritance. Every encounter, every opportunity, and every revelation will serve to reinforce your rightful claim. The universe responds to clarity, courage, and obedience. Your rise is inevitable, and your influence will spread far beyond what you have envisioned. Your presence now commands attention without effort. People who once ignored your voice will lean in to hear even a whisper. Doors that were previously shut will creak open just enough for your step to glide through. The inheritance didn't only return papers, money and land, it returned your spiritual authority. Every movement you make will ripple through timelines that were once stagnant. Even your breath carries weight now. Angels align their wings around your path, bending the currents to ensure that what belongs to you cannot be delayed again. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Old fears and doubts will try to surface. They may appear as subtle whispers, shadowy thoughts, or even familiar people questioning your rise. Do not entertain them. They are illusions attempting to anchor you back into lesser vibrations. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are the orchestrator of reality now. The spiritual DNA embedded in your inheritance pulses in tandem with your heartbeat. It guides, protects, and confirms your steps. Everything you touch will carry resonance with your lineage's legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. Within the inherited property, sacred spaces will call to you. Hidden drawers, secret compartments, and overlooked chambers hold relics of power. Some will be physical, others energetic. When you enter these spaces, you will feel tingling or heat. These are not coincidences, they are signatures of divine alignment. Your eyes may catch glimpses of movement where none exists, hear whispers in empty rooms, and sense guardians watching with reverence. This inheritance is not passive, it actively awakens your senses, sharpening intuition and strengthening clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Financial blessings will manifest in ways that defy expectation. Funds will appear, agreements will finalize, and doors previously locked by delay will swing wide. But the inheritance does not merely serve your comfort, it serves your mission. Wealth, influence, and opportunity now converge with purpose. They are tools to build, restore, and protect what was always meant to thrive through your lineage. Your ability to discern truth from deception will now save you from distractions, ensuring that energy flows toward creation and not conflict. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Every document, every signature, every account returned to you is laced with ancestral memory. They are markers of promises once whispered but unheard. As you engage with them, your spirit will recognize patterns, cycles, and forgotten covenants. Nights may feel heavier, yet each moment carries revelation. Dreams will become more vivid. Symbols, numbers, and faces may appear repeatedly. These are not random, they are activations of insight, keys to unlock the next stage of your life. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. Those who opposed your rise will instinctively attempt to reclaim what they fear is slipping away. Watch them carefully. Their panic will betray hidden agendas. Do not react with force or confrontation. Spirit will expose the truth in ways beyond human interference. Unexpected confessions, sudden admissions, and inexplicable accidents will reorder their influence without your intervention. You are the silent arbiter now, and heaven's hand guides every outcome. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. In the coming days you will notice unusual coincidences. People will repeat phrases you have never spoken aloud, places will appear familiar before your arrival, and unplanned interactions will lead directly to opportunities. These are not random, they are confirmations that the inheritance has begun to ripple outward, affecting realms beyond what you currently perceive. Each alignment is a doorway, each encounter a vector for your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. The spiritual gifts enclosed in this inheritance will begin to awaken fully. Your perception will expand, you will see energies, feel intentions and hear guidance from sources previously silent. Your influence will extend quietly yet unmistakably into areas previously inaccessible. You are now a conduit of ancestral authority, a bridge for blessing and restoration. Every action you take will carry weight, every word a resonance that shifts reality. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. Family dynamics will transform. Those who supported you in secret will reveal themselves and those who acted in envy will now be exposed. Their deception will no longer hold power. You will witness the unraveling of false narratives and the emergence of truth that cannot be denied. Even those unaware of their complicity will feel the shift and be moved to accountability. Your inheritance has returned not just wealth but justice in its truest form. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. As you hold this letter and step into the inheritance, you are entering a frequency previously reserved for those long gone from this world. You are walking through thresholds designed to activate your highest potential. The energy will pulse in your hands, rise through your spine and settle in your heart. You are no longer waiting, you are commanding. Time bends in your favor. Opportunities will appear aligned, resources will flow and the unseen hand of destiny will clear obstacles faster than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Every fragment of the inheritance is imbued with purpose. The paper, the photographs, the maps, the keys, the journals, they are all extensions of ancestral intent designed to guide, protect and elevate. They are instruments of clarity, opening doors not just in your life but in the lives of those you are meant to influence. You will recognize the patterns as they manifest and your soul will respond with certainty. The inheritance is no longer dormant, it is fully alive in your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. The final instruction in the letter emphasizes discernment. As new advisors, guides and helpers appear, some may carry intentions misaligned with your divine path. The inheritance is your filter, your measure of truth. People will approach with offers, advice and guidance, but your intuition now acts as an infallible compass. Align only with those whose energy resonates with your restored authority. The rest will naturally fall away. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. Your spiritual influence, once dormant, will now ripple through communities, family lines, and networks you were once disconnected from. Even small interactions will carry weight, reshaping perspectives, inspiring respect, and establishing your voice in rooms where it was once unheard. The inheritance is more than material, it is a catalyst for your full manifestation in every aspect of life. The echoes of this activation will last for generations, redefining the narrative of your lineage forever. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. Now is the moment to act decisively. Open the doors, claim the lands, follow the maps, use the keys, read the journals and step into the power that was always yours. Every hesitation delays destiny. Every decisive action accelerates alignment. Your inheritance carries you beyond delay, beyond limitation, beyond doubt. It is your birthright, your authority, and your sacred mission fully returned. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. The universe is conspiring in your favor. All signs, all energies, all elements are responding to your readiness. You are the fulfillment of promises whispered by ancestors, guided by angels and declared by heaven. Your rise is unstoppable. Your inheritance is active. Every step you take from this moment forward is amplified by the unseen hands orchestrating your life. You will notice that spaces around you now feel charged. People may glance, hesitate or overcompensate in your presence. Their energy shifts because yours has. You are no longer invisible to the world nor to the spiritual forces observing you. Every step, every gesture carries weight, intention, and authority. Doors you thought were closed will now seem to recognize your approach, opening naturally as if welcoming what was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. The air itself seems denser with potential. The inheritance has unlocked pathways that were dormant waiting for your acknowledgement. Ancient patterns woven into your family line are now visible, ready to activate as you claim them. Your intuition will sharpen. Messages that once went unnoticed will now stand out. Signs, numbers, and coincidences will appear in ways that can no longer be ignored. Each one is a confirmation that the divine order is unfolding precisely for you. The property you inherited carries energy beyond its physical walls. When you walk its grounds, you will sense the presence of ancestors, guardians, and unseen forces, ensuring that all protections remain intact. Every room has a story, every hallway vibrates with history. The furniture, the floors, even the air contains a residue of truth and care waiting to be recognized by the rightful heir. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. Within the estate, hidden compartments, locked boxes, and forgotten papers will guide you. Some of these items are tools of spiritual empowerment, keys, relics, scrolls, or even objects that were once symbols of family authority. Their purpose is to teach, to protect, and to elevate your consciousness. The more you explore with intention, the clearer the messages will become. You may find small tokens left by those who came before, designed to remind you of your lineage and your responsibilities. The inheritance is also a call to leadership. Your voice, once muted by doubt or manipulation, is now amplified. Every decision you make carries the influence of those who came before and those who will follow. You are not just stepping into wealth, you are stepping into power, clarity, and spiritual sovereignty. This is the realm where destiny and duty converge, and you are its steward. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. Expect challenges as well. Those who once underestimated you will test the boundaries of your newfound authority. Some may attempt subtle resistance, but their attempts will fail against the force of divine timing. You are protected. You are guided. Each obstacle is a lesson, each confrontation a chance to solidify your leadership and spiritual strength. The financial portion of your inheritance will manifest quickly. Transfers, account activations, and legal acknowledgments will arrive in perfect sequence. Funds will be accessible and property titles will reflect your rightful ownership. But alongside this, there is the spiritual inheritance, the gifts, the knowledge, and the ability to sense, understand, and act in alignment with your higher purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. You will find that your dreams are now vivid and purposeful. Faces from your past, visions of future possibilities, and symbols that once confused you will now carry clarity. Each dream is a navigation tool helping you make decisions, notice allies, and avoid pitfalls. Keep a journal nearby to record these insights. They are part of the inheritance as much as property or money. The final pages of your letter emphasize discretion. The power you now hold attracts attention. Some will come with pure intentions, others with desire and envy. It is your role to discern, protect, and act with wisdom. Your silence can be more powerful than speech. Your presence can shift atmospheres. And your actions guided by divine timing will ensure that nothing can interrupt what has been secured for you. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. The spiritual weight of this inheritance is profound. As you step into each role, responsibility, and privilege, you are rewriting the story of your lineage. Patterns of blockage, silence, and suppression are being replaced by clarity, empowerment, and divine alignment. You are the fulcrum upon which past, present, and future pivot. Expect the unexpected. Allies will emerge from unlikely places, gifts will appear seemingly from nowhere, and guidance will come through people, animals, or moments of synchronicity. These are the confirmations that the inheritance is not just legal or material, it is cosmic, threaded through time and space to reach you at precisely this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. Your aura now carries the frequency of authority. Even mundane interactions will shift. Conversations will hold more weight, doors will open with ease, and people who doubted or ignored you will begin to sense the force of your arrival. This inheritance is also a magnet. It will draw the right energy, people, and opportunities while repelling falsehood, envy, and misalignment. The fabric sigil included with the document serves as a spiritual anchor. Keep it close. Its energy ensures that you remain aligned, that protection is active, and that the wisdom of your ancestors flows directly into your decisions. Every touch, every glance at it reconnects you to the lineage and power that has waited centuries for you to claim. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. The next weeks are critical. Financial and spiritual activation will occur simultaneously. Watch for coded messages in emails, letters, dreams, and interactions. This is how heaven confirms your alignment. People will speak truths they once hid. Doors will open in ways that defy logic, and the inheritance will settle into its rightful place in your life. The timing of these events is divinely orchestrated. As you integrate this inheritance, remember your role is both protector and leader. The blessings are not only for you, they are for the generations to follow. Every action, every decision, every step now ripples outward, creating alignment, prosperity, and spiritual awakening. You are the chosen steward, the bridge between what was hidden and what is revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. Your rise is inevitable. Every delay, every manipulation, every attempt to suppress your power has only made you stronger. The inheritance now acts as a conduit, amplifying your authority, presence, and influence. It corrects the past, secures the present, and opens portals to the future. The energy is undeniable, tangible, and unstoppable. The letter, the documents, the fabric, the accounts, and the property are only the beginning. Your spirit has now received what your mind has awaited for lifetimes. Everything else, connections, confirmations, and opportunities will align without force. You are the magnet, the receiver, and the executor of your destiny. Your authority is now recognized in every realm that matters. Your path forward is clear. Walk it with discernment, courage, and grace. Let your rise be visible but untouchable by those unworthy. Every word you speak, every step you take now carries the weight of your inheritance. You are the heir, the chosen, the revealed. You are unstoppable. From this moment every step you take will feel intentional. Streets, paths, even hallways that once felt ordinary will now vibrate differently beneath your feet. People will notice it unconsciously. Strangers will pause mid-step looking at you with a recognition they cannot name. Energy that once felt scattered in your presence now consolidates into authority. You are no longer a participant in life, you are a conductor of its rhythm. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Your words now carry weight. Conversations that once seemed casual will now feel like counsels of strategy and influence. Those who speak to you will sense the difference immediately. Some will seek your insight without knowing why. Others will hesitate to contradict because the air around you has shifted. This is the inheritance of presence. It's a blessing written not on paper but on your aura. The world will begin to recalibrate to your frequency. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. Doors will open without your asking. Opportunities long delayed will align themselves perfectly in your timeline. A call may come seemingly by chance that reveals something vital. A meeting may appear that confirms what you've only dreamed of until now. These are not coincidences. Every occurrence is a direct consequence of the inheritance activating within your life. The spiritual signatures in your bloodline are calling forth these manifestations. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Your sleep will now become a portal. Dreams will deliver more than visions, they will present strategy, clarity and insight from beyond your current understanding. You will begin receiving messages from ancestors, guides and even those you never met but are connected by your lineage. These downloads will feel tangible. You may wake with symbols in your mind or objects in your awareness you didn't know existed. Pay attention. Record everything. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. The property you inherited is not just a physical location. Its walls carry memory, its floors carry energy, its air carries intention. When you step inside it will feel alive. Not as a house but as a living entity acknowledging your arrival. Hidden compartments, unseen doors and forgotten objects will call your attention. Each discovery will serve a purpose and some will activate gifts you were unaware were dormant within you. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. Children, animals and even plants will respond differently around you. Their reactions are confirmations. The energy of your presence is not disruptive, it is harmonizing. Flowers will open, birds will gather and even weather patterns may shift subtly around the land connected to your inheritance. Nature itself is aligning to honor your return. Your arrival is no small thing, it is cosmic in impact. Type Amen to get blessing 6565. As your aura expands, boundaries of influence grow. Conversations will carry deeper resonance. Decisions you make now echo beyond what your mind can measure. You will feel guided to resources, allies and insights that appear divinely timed. Old obstacles dissolve as if they were never there. Those who try to hinder you will find themselves displaced naturally. They cannot touch the trajectory now assigned to you. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. Symbols you have seen repeatedly, numbers, birds, shapes, colors will now intensify in frequency. They are confirmations from Spirit. 444, 11, 77, 33, or a combination uniquely yours will appear everywhere: clocks, buildings, digital screens. These are reminders that your alignment is complete and your inheritance fully active. Everything around you is responding to your restored frequency. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. You may experience sudden clarity about relationships, partnerships, and financial matters. People who were previously obstacles will now reveal their true intentions. Some will retreat, others will seek alignment. But your discernment is sharpened. You will know who is authentic and who is not without needing explanation. This is the inheritance of spiritual intelligence coupled with earthly authority. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. In the days ahead, unexpected blessings will manifest as doors opening in places you never imagined. Wealth, opportunities, spiritual insight, and guidance will converge. The letter's promise is not metaphorical, it is literal. You are now the anchor point for ancestral energy that has waited for generations to be activated. This is your role to steward, to lead, to awaken. Type Amen to get blessing 6969. Your body will carry subtle changes. Energy will flow differently through your hands, feet, and heart. Your intuition will become sharper. Decisions will arrive without hesitation because the blueprint of your inheritance has settled in your nervous system. Even in silence, your presence will command attention and respect. This is the embodiment of a lineage restored and a destiny fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. You will find objects, letters, and symbols in the inherited property that appear ordinary at first glance but contain hidden energy. Journals, keys, and even old furniture will hold ancestral intent. They may call to you spontaneously. Your task is to acknowledge, receive, and allow the energy to guide your actions. Every discovery will reinforce the truth that this inheritance is multidimensional. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. As the inheritance manifests externally, internally you will feel a calm sovereignty. You will no longer seek validation. Your heart, mind, and spirit will operate in complete authority. This is the final blessing: alignment, presence, and empowerment. You now walk in a world tuned to your restored frequency. The people, places, and circumstances will respond. Your life from this point forward is no longer ordinary. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Let every step, every word, and every thought now reflect the inheritance fully. You are the embodiment of restoration, power, and divine authority. Every presence, every space, every opportunity you enter will be transformed by your arrival. This is the energy of October 1st fully realized in your life.